Hello, Leo, and welcome. I'm Jessie. This is Playful Moon Tarot. So grateful to have you here. This is going to be a general reading for the full moon we're having in Aquarius on August 1st at 11:31 Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to read a little bit of the Sabian symbol, not the whole thing. This is just to give you an energy idea of what the collective is going to be going through, as well as on a personal, individual basis. So this is just a little kind of overall energy. So a popularity that proves ephemeral. The word is appropriation. The theme is the swinging of the pendulum. Symbol speaks to having courage to move forward even when the going gets rough or when it seems there is no appreciation of effort or of accomplishment. The image of popularity that proves ephemeral alludes to the inevitable downfall or personal rejection that every individual will experience in some time in their life. The implication that success is the actual greatest point of challenge in any experience, and the average person is inclined to rest on their laurels when he hears applause, while the individual with foresight knows that the pendulum will swing in the other direction. There is a real sense with this full moon to keep the faith. I feel like we're going to be a little challenged, a little tested, and that's just also the energy of this summer as well. Big changes. There's just the nodes have now changed. There's just a real sense of needing to be very self-reliant for ourselves, really staying focused on the things that we want and really having to just trust that we will get to where we are supposed to be, meaning where our soul is really wanting us to go next, right? If we let spirit lead us, where do we end up? So the energy you guys are moving away from, the Emperor. I feel like recently for you guys have really been making some big decisions, and I feel like these big decisions are going to continue to be a theme for you for the next few weeks, even a little bit after this full moon. There's a real sense that this full moon is for you guys illuminating things within your partnerships, other relationships, and where you're spending your time. Focusing some of that time back on you and how that has kind of affected and shifted, and with Temperance, brought in some new energies around how you are interacting with people. And I feel you guys have been kind of feeling out how this is going to play out in your life. How is it going to continue to play out for you guys when you put yourself first, reevaluate the relationships you guys have, where you're going to put your energy and focus, and really kind of embracing that need of really taking care of yourselves right now. And the Hierophant, really trusting your own belief structure as far as around self-care and where you are going in your life and how you want to continue to change things. The Hierophant can be kind of almost like a guru type person that shows up in our life as well. So some of you guys could be like seeking a little bit of mentorship or like a life coach type energy or something like that. Somebody like that, a situation like that that might help you kind of, talk out and tease out some of these big changes that have really been going on for you, and well as the collective as a whole as well. This summer has just really been so far about changing, and with the nodes shifting, we all are just kind of on this path of where we are going and what is in alignment with us now, and really just stepping into that energy and taking flight and going like after where we want to see ourselves in the next few years. And for some of you guys, I really feel like you guys might have just been taking a break recently, maybe going to the beach by yourself for the day, so to speak, rather than with, a bunch of friends or something like that. Really allowing yourself to get clear and almost, they're showing me almost redeveloping a relationship with yourself is where you are now, understanding yourself where you are now and going forward, because there has been these changes, and really working with this energy, really trying to understand and integrate where these changes have showed up in your relationships and in your life and in your career, just within yourself, within your belief structure, within certain thought patterns, and where you guys are really going. So with the Emperor, the energy you guys are moving away from. So with this oppression, I feel like that's why you guys are really starting to kind of take some stock. I really feel you guys are moving away from anything that is holding you back, really reevaluating relationships. Maybe if it's holding you back, you're realizing it's time to really cut that out. And with the, with the full moon really being a thing that is going to shed light on those areas, it's going to illuminate the areas that we still need to work, and is going to celebrate the areas that are ready to be released, that have come to a completion and are ready to go back up to source, right? There's a real sense that you guys have, with this Emperor energy, really kind of taken charge and taken kind of more of a boss and leadership role in your life, and being like, this doesn't feel right. I'm going to address it. I'm going to change it. I'm going to do something different. Queen of Crystals. I feel like also really taking your time, being patient with these decisions, really sitting back and being an observer of the things that are going on in your life right now, and really where you want to change up those different areas. Really taking time to understand what's nourishing for you and what is not nourishing you anymore. And really wanting to go into that balanced state of integrating the things that are more nourishing and releasing the things that are no longer nourishing for you. Really understanding and working with this Temperance energy as far as balancing things out, getting things into a place that's a little bit more manageable for you. I feel like your schedule is kind of going to be like, your personal time is really what's coming up for me in this reading, and how you want to be spending your personal time. And maybe some of the places that you used to spend your personal time are no longer places that, you feel drawn to. Queen of Wands, kind of with this Queen of Crystals energy. So the patience, but then also that drive, because with the Six of Crystals too. So Queen of Wands, with this Temperance energy, I really feel like you guys are kind of starting to unlock this form of expression with yourself, and understanding that it's okay to change things up, go after what you want, really giving back to yourself. Sometimes people feel like giving to themselves is really selfish, and it's not. Like, if our cup isn't full, how are we supposed to give? If you're trying to pour from an empty pitcher because you haven't filled your pitcher, how are we going to fill other people's cups or pitchers? There's this call to really understanding that taking care of yourself and nourishing yourself, which I feel like is new for some of you, in that sense that you maybe have relied on other people a little bit more, and there's just a little bit more of like a self-reliant energy with this reading right now. Not for all of you, but for some of you, there's just this sense of really stepping into your ownership and creatorship of your life. And I feel like for a lot of you that are drawn to this reading, you're very social and you get energy from being with other people. And now you're seeing how you can give yourself your own energy with your own passions, your own drive, and not necessarily getting the energy boost when you start collaborating with others, but having this self-drive of a energy for some of you. It's really coming through strong. Not that you won't collaborate or, reach out or have friends help you in the future, but for some of you, there's just this like epiphany of like really relying on yourself to have that energy. Whereas for some of you, I really feel like you get energy from collaborating with others, like a writer's room where there's like 10 people in the writer's room all talking and, sharing ideas, versus maybe like 3 or just you, right? All the content coming from you. But for some of you, there's been this revelation of the content that just kind of comes from you within. Not that you're not going to collaborate, but there's just, and Six of Crystals, really finding a balance with bringing your own energy and ideas to this new kind of way of developing things, and then how it is going to be in balance with other people. Having a little bit more of a balance when working with other people. There's a sense of you just wanting to be a little bit more in the spotlight, sharing your ideas a little bit more. And just really putting yourself first. There's just big growth for you guys in a lot of different areas of your life. And I really feel for a lot of you, it is a personal discovery growth of how you are relating and relate to the world. Knight of Swords and Knight of Crystals. Continuing this quest of higher knowledge and deepening your knowledge of yourself, of what you want, of your soul, the things that resonate with you now, and the relationships that you guys could, potentially. Do you want a partnership? Do you not right now? Do you want to take a break? How is your current partnership, showing up in your life? There's just a real sense of just really kind of looking at things and evaluating things on a spiritual level that go in alignment with your belief system. This Knight of Swords, I feel like you guys are kind of venturing into some new possibilities. Like she's kind of looking down at that whirlpool, and I feel like there's just some new ideas, some new ways of being, some new things that you guys are really kind of looking at, that you guys are really drawn to. Knight of Crystals, really understanding too that things take time, but I feel like you guys are going to go into this kind of newness, this whatever this down here represents for you as an individual, this new thing, this kind of new way of being, this new epiphany of like, and you like go down into that pool of the epiphany and have your experience. And I feel like you guys are going to come back with that treasure. I really feel like you guys are going to be able to kind of look at this at the time of the full moon and right after, and really be able to see that treasure that she's holding, really starting to see the value of the changes that you have been implementing, the changes that have taken place, the changes in the relationships, the changes in the structure of everything, and really kind of your belief system moving forward. How has this changed your beliefs about relating with other people, relating with yourself? I feel like all of these themes are going to be themes for you guys as you guys are navigating these energies around this full moon that we are having in Aquarius. And now I want to pull some love notes for you guys from the universe. This is a Fox Under the Moon deck. But there's just a real sense of staying focused on yourself, integrating these new changes, integrating these new belief systems, integrating these new opportunities that you want to experience. And your love notes are, and just really taking time to enjoy that too. Sorry, I got distracted by these cards, but just really taking the time to enjoy all of these new things, enjoy these epiphanies, enjoy the expansion of your soul and your knowledge and your wisdom, and the wisdom that your higher self is trying to share with you. So it's okay to change my mind. It's a sign of growth. So anything that you guys are kind of really reevaluating and holding in evaluation of your life right now, and really turning towards that growth and expansion, and that being okay. And I can choose who I love. So really kind of focusing on the relationships, the things, places, people, thought patterns, all of those different things. Really choosing love, and choosing love for yourself, and choosing who you are going to give that love to. And I am capable and resilient. So really also self-care. If you're feeling tired, if anything like that, rest, self-care. I've probably said it before already in this reading, but the energy around this full moon and the summer in general, I cannot stress it enough. Self-care, self-care. Rest when you need to rest. Take a day off from work. Go to the beach for the day. Go to the park for the day. Turn off your, social media for the day. Do whatever you need to do. Go have lunch with your best friend. Do whatever you need to do to really self-care. Okay, so hopefully something in that message resonated. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, love yourself, trust yourself, and believe in yourself. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Happy full moon.